Today, we're going to share about the ESFJ personality type, also known as the provider. Through an analysis of Jung's 8 cognitive functions, their upbringing in the family, as well as their strengths and weaknesses, we'll give you a clear understanding of this personality. Let's start with Jung's 8 cognitive functions. For ESFJs, their dominant function is extraverted feeling Fe. Fe is about understanding and responding to the emotions of others in a social context. It's like a social radar that constantly scans the emotional atmosphere around. For example, in a party, an ESFJ can quickly sense if someone is feeling left out or uncomfortable, and will immediately go over to engage with that person, trying to make them feel included. Their auxiliary function is introverted sensing C. A C is all about recalling past experiences and using them as a reference for the present. An ESFJ might remember the smallest details of a past event, like the specific food served at a family gathering last year. When planning a similar event, they'll draw on these memories to ensure everything goes smoothly and is just as enjoyable as before. The tertiary function is extraverted intuition, NI. NI allows ESFJs to see possibilities and connections in the external world. For instance, when organizing a community event, an ESFJ with well-developed NI might come up with creative ideas on how to attract more people, such as combining different activities or collaborating with local businesses. The inferior function is introverted thinking, T. T is about internal logical analysis. ESFJs may struggle with this function as they are more focused on the emotional and social aspects. For example, when faced with a complex technical problem, they might have a hard time breaking it down into logical steps, and instead rely on others with stronger T to solve it. Now, let's talk about how the family environment might shape an ESFJ. Imagine a child growing up in a large, close-knit family. From a young age, they are constantly surrounded by relatives, and there are always family events and traditions to follow. The child quickly learns the importance of taking care of others' feelings. Maybe they see their parents always making sure that every family member is happy and well taken care of during holidays. This child is encouraged to participate in these family activities, to help set the table, and to greet guests with warmth. As they grow older, they start to notice the emotional undercurrents in the family. When a family member is sad, they are the ones who try to cheer them up. Their parents praise them for their kindness and their ability to make others feel good. This positive reinforcement further strengthens their V function. At the same time, the family has a lot of long-standing traditions. They celebrate birthdays in a certain way, and holidays always follow a set pattern. This repetitive environment helps develop their say function. They remember the way things were done in the past, and use those memories as a guide for the future. However, in such a family, there might not be a lot of emphasis on deep logical thinking. The focus is more on social harmony and emotional well-being. So, the child's Te function remains underdeveloped. And as they get exposed to new ideas and possibilities outside the family, their knee function starts to emerge, but it's still not as strong as their fei and shi. Now, let's look at the strengths and weaknesses of ESFJs. One of the biggest strengths is the excellent people skills. They are natural communicators and can easily build relationships with others. They know how to make people feel valued and respected, which makes them very popular in social and professional settings. For example, in a workplace, they can be great team players, as they can quickly understand the needs and emotions of their colleagues and work together effectively. Another strength is their reliability. They are the ones you can count on to get things done. Once they take on a responsibility, they will do their best to fulfill it. In a community project, an ESFJ will ensure that all the tasks are completed on time and to a high standard. ESFJs are also very good at creating a sense of community. They love to bring people together and make sure that everyone feels included. They might organize regular get-togethers or volunteer for community-building activities, which help strengthen the social fabric around them. However, one of the weaknesses of ESFJs is that they can be overly concerned with what others think. They may sacrifice their own needs and desires in order to please others. This can lead to them feeling stressed and burned out. To overcome this, ESFJs need to learn to set boundaries. They should take some time for themselves to reflect on their own wants and needs. They can start by saying no to requests that they really don't have the time or energy for. In conclusion, ESFJs are like the warm sunbeams in a social landscape. They radiate kindness and care, bringing light and comfort to those around them. With their ability to connect people, their reliability, and their dedication to creating a harmonious community, they play an essential role in our society. Today, we've dived deep into the ESFJ personality type, and I hope this analysis has given you a better understanding of these wonderful providers.